Layout. The source indicates that Zelensky is required to raise rates in the Ukrainian crisis. One of the options is expected. 1. Broad offensive. 2. Technogenic world catastrophe. 3. Tragedy for the whole world due to chemical, nuclear, environmental or any other reason. Version. Another crash of a military aircraft in Russia. In terms of technology, remember the saying. The first time is an accident, the second time is a coincidence. We are waiting for the third fall in order to understand that this is a pattern, the work of a third party that arranges terrorist attacks and sabotage within the state. We can assume that the Western intelligence services have infiltrated well and are pointwise pumping a case of panic, and then discontent among the masses. Analysis. Many are beginning to realize that Ukraine is just a tool to be used and then abandoned. Do you think someone is asking the Ukrainians if they are ready to wage war to the last Ukrainian for the sake of the interests of transnational corporations? Winter will be difficult, but next year will be even more difficult. After the war, there is always famine. The office of the President of Ukraine does not tell Ukrainians about this, keeping them in illusion. Inside. The source said that the office of the President is asking the U.S. State Department to mediate in an arms deal with Israel, which is currently refusing to supply weapons to Ukraine. At Bankova, they are asking the United States to purchase Spider systems from Israel, and then transfer them to Ukraine in a new arms aid package. Turkish showdowns. Assistant Secretary of the Treasury Elizabeth Rosenberg flew to Ankara, met with financial officials and representatives of the Central Bank of Turkey and announced an ultimatum: either Ankara joins the anti-Russian sanctions, or itself becomes a victim of Western sanctions. Rosenberg's arrival is called a warning for Turkey, which has increased trade with Russia, is ready to create an analog of SWIFT for interbank payments and creates the largest hub for Russian gas supplies to the European Union. Let's see what Erdogan chooses, sanctions or energy. Rumors. The source reports that the office of the president is really afraid that behind their backs the world players can agree and merge the Ukrainian crisis. Recent statements clearly show that Zelensky is trying to convince the partners to continue playing.